you're good. Good evening, everyone. This is Golden Microphone on the Golden Microphone Gaming Channel. Welcome to Spicy Hug Sundays. It's been a hell of a week and a hell of a day, let me tell you. Oh, God, I tell you what. It's been a heck of a thunderstorm just a couple hours ago. Nothing got knocked out, though, and our cats were quite fine. What? What? Yes. Of course they can't hear you. Yes, that's right. All right, let's see. Talk? Okay, good. They should be able to hear you now. All right then. So, the reason I had that little conversation with myself there is because my darling wife has we've been able to, through great trial and error, find a way to get two headsets to work at the same time. Now, unfortunately, this means I'm going to get an echo of myself. However, that should not affect anything that you are listening to, and my wife should be able to talk to me without any of you hearing me, like at all. Should be okay. I don't know if we did because I can still hear it. So, fingers crossed that that's not the case. Oh, that's just the recording and that would be great. That would be terrific even. So, once anyone comes in and starts talking and finds that there is some kind of thingy-mabob happening, then please let me know. What in the world is this? Hold on. Who is this? I just got a notification for someone being online and I don't recognize them. But apparently they're on my list. Saki Nomaru. Supposedly it's someone I follow, but I don't remember following them. But I've got things for them. I can't really. They're not on my... No, no, let's not do that. We're all busy. Now, we have a new quest, a new job to do. We're going to make our way up through the Japanese ranks and find the Yamato. Now, the reason that we're going to try and grab the Yamato... Where are you, my good friend? There you are. The mighty battleship Yamato is because the Star Trek collaboration is coming back and they have a Borg skin specifically for the Tier 10 Yamato. So I want that. So I want that. We're currently at the Tier 6 Fuso, so it's going to take a while. So hopefully we'll be able to get enough experience points to buy the Nagato, the Amagi, and the Izumo before we get to the Star Trek collaboration. It's going to be a hell of a challenge, but hey, let's give it all we got, yeah? In order to give it all we got, we're going to need to get out of co-op battles. So first things first, let's check our combat missions and see what we can do. Okay, so let's see. Cause damage to ships. Yeah, we can do that. Earn achievements. We can still do that in asymmetric and unbreakable, which we can still do here, just for 5 to 8s as opposed to 5 to 10s. Okay, so 5 to 8s. Yeah, we fit in. We're tier 6, we're fine. Alright. Earn base. Yep, we can do that in asymmetric and unbreakable, so that's great. Recon, I think, is just PvP. Yeah, it's just PvP. I don't care. Summer Festival. Weekly missions. Let's see. Earn credits. Yep. Asymmetric and unbreakable. Perfect. I still don't actually use the experimental ships, so off we go. Cause damage. Okay, yeah, we can do that, like, no problem. Brawling is PvP, don't care. And Steam-O-Rama has... Yeah, we can do all of this. Great. So, we're going to switch over from co-op to... We'll start with asymmetric. That should let us use Fuso, and we should be able to go. Now, very quickly, as you can see down the bottom, asymmetric battles are about taking a stand in the situation where your foes outnumber you. For us, it's going to be, as far as I remember, it's supposed to be a 12v5, I think. Let me see. Once we get in, of course. I'll just get that out of your way, my dear cat. There we go. There you go. Yeah, it's offensive, isn't it? Oh no. It's okay, she won't want to play. Here we go. Yep, 5 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, 5v12. So, 5 of us, tiers 6s and a 7, versus a bunch of 5s and a couple of 6s. Fingers crossed we can do this. I know that they're all NPCs, but they aren't above being crafty. Yeah. Alright then. For those of you unfamiliar, the commander voices are being used rather than just one nationality or another. So whoever's got what commander, that commander is speaking. For me, it's a teddy bear. If you're really lucky, you might hear some familiar voices out there, depending on what games you've played. Personally, I do have Commander Riker on one of my ships, but it's not this one. Yeah, they're on the top of the map. We're looking at the bottom. Oops. Down here. We're down here. They can see them because they've had aircraft fly over them. Meanwhile, we have a problem with an aircraft seeing us. Damage. Alright, 1 down, 2 down. Fantastic. Alright. If the aircraft are here, that means their aircraft carrier is down here too. That'll be one of the slightly easier targets, but we'll see. Gotcha. And now they can see me too. Here it comes. Alright. And another one's been spotted. About there. It should hit the end of their ship. Okay, good start, but not good enough. We should be able to start turning now. There's a torpedo bomber coming in. Let the AA guns do their thing. Oh yeah, we are certainly in a little bit of trouble, but slow down the turn and we should be able to turn our cannons a little faster now. Secondaries are going. Fire! Too bad, but could be better. Let the rear cannons come up. Turrets, technically. Island in the way. Have to wait. Start turning. Ready. Right in the bottom. Only 3 out of that massive barrage. Damn. Alright. Slow turn to try and keep him. Whoa. Fires out. Torques avoided. Keep it going. Good ship. Not bad, not bad. And not too bad, not too bad. Another one. Fix that up a little bit. Yeah, we are not surviving this. Actually, this was completely unexpected. Truth of the matter is, I had another friend. Obviously, not much of a friend. Who was supposed to be helping out. Yeah, they're all the way over there now. Yeah, where the hell? What were you doing all the way over there? I suppose doing exactly what a battleship's supposed to be doing and staying well out of the firing range. I guess technically they were the ones doing the proper thing. I was just being a decoy, it would seem. Somehow I don't think that's going to help, though. One of ours, that's... two of ours are already destroyed. There's only 3 left. They've only taken out 2 of them. They're both cruisers. Either way, move on to the next battle. Don't need to wait. One that talks? Could be nice. Turn that up just a little bit. Wait, no. Put it down a bit more. So I can actually see the chat. Is it? Are you sure? Okay, so my totally not a robot wife says this is great. Thank you. So I know they can't hear you. That's why I said. Right on. Which voice? What, my commander? Probably put this up here, actually. Since I don't have that many teammates, it should be fine now. If you want an aggressive commander, I can get one. Expressive, okay. She'd be fine. Layla has laid herself down on my legs. She had a cord draped over her face, so it was a little bit uncomfortable, but now she's fine. Yeah, hell of a storm earlier today. Not nice for cats. And wives, who are afraid of thunder and lightning and such. Fair enough, it's loud. And then she's here for the controlled thunder of a warship. It's funny, honestly. Looks like I'm going solo again. True, the storm's volume can't be turned down. That's quite true, actually. Okay, so why haven't you moved at all? You haven't even started your engine. What the hell? Apparently. There's no point. No. You have to actively participate. You need to get flags. There's no way that you can get any points without it. Hell, he could get penalized. It's internet problems. He'll disconnect in a few seconds. That's dumb. Well, guess what? They'll get penalized if they don't do anything. Penalized. What's that? I get the feeling those three and the other side are doing quite fine. It's that one that hasn't even started their engines that's making me wonder. Jesus, come on. I'm sure they are. They've already taken down someone. Yeah, look over on the right. Yep. Wipes. On water. One. When I am a battleship, I should be taking down a lot more than just one. I'm gonna go around behind this. You're okay, Commander. You're okay. I get it. You're a teddy bear stuck out here in the ocean, but you'll be okay. After. Yeah, teddy bear. Teddy bear needs a hug. Okay. Ah, Jesus. God damn. One volley taken down. I'm gonna have to make my way over to my allies. There's no way I'm surviving on my own out here. Speaking of which, come on. Big battleship like that, that's not going down like that. Ah! There it goes. Well, at the very least I got some things. Like 2 ships down and 2 criticals, which is difficult to get. So I'm okay. Yeah, we'll see about that. Let's see. Damn it. I'd bring that out though, that's nice. Yep. Oh, why are you not? Okay, I need you for sure. This particular flag takes down Damage caused by ramming an enemy plus 50%, so more damage hitting an enemy with my actual ship. And damage received while ramming an enemy is down by 20%, so I take less damage by hitting them with my ship. Hence the spicy hugs. Exactly. Except I'm not going to do that in asymmetric battles. That's a lot of HP sacrifice to get that done. If I was the last one, maybe. This time, we are going to try and stick with our allies. No, we're not. We've got our aircraft carrier here. Damn it. I got her. Best way to do it would be to position myself at these 3 islands in front of me. They're tiny, but they'll provide a little bit of cover. Better than being out in the open ocean. I ain't got no smoke screen, so... so I can be covered. I don't have one. That's not the same as I don't need one. Yeah, you can see me now. Fortunately for them, I have range on them. Not a single one, because of course. Seriously? They're not. Great, rudder's jammed. Wait 40 seconds to fix this. I ain't got 40 seconds. Why is this so easy for Necro? I wasn't expecting an explanation. I really wasn't. I was just trying to vent. Now I'm just crankier. I took a break. It was enormous. I doubt it. I also doubt that. What's that? Because there's a saying amongst those who are really good at these kinds of games getting outnumbered. You're not outnumbered. It's just a target-rich environment. I have a battleship. It should be the right tool. It is not. It is also the battleship that I need to use. If I want to get the Yamato, I need to use this battleship. Unless I want to empty our savings account, in which case I don't. Whether it's not the right tool or not isn't the problem here. Okay, good. The ship ahead of us is using hydroacoustic search. It's like a sonar. They should be able to see enemies soon. There's one. Appears to be a bomber heading straight for us, so let's give it a good welcome when it gets in range. There's a submarine behind me. Friendly as well. Yep. Right, there we go. It's friendly. It's good. They're going to follow in my wake and try to, well, do what they can. They need to draw their fire. That'll get their attention. And these over-penetrating shots. For those not in the know, an over-penetrating shot is the shell goes straight through the ship and explodes outside of it. Now that sounds amazing, but it's also not very good. There we go. One down. Oh, that's not the one. That one behind. No, it was this one I'd shot. Oop. Let's not allow that to happen. Peekaboo, I see you. Not good enough though. Now we've got problems. Great, there goes one of our friends. Yeah, I'm a little slow on that. That is. We're about to hit an island. Seriously? Yeah, we're not surviving this. It's just me and the submarine. It's just the submarine. Ah, we out. There we go. At the very least we have some points. Not nearly enough, though. In fact, I think we're losing money rather than gaining money. Critical hits, yeah. On a particular portion of the ship. For 8s through 10s. Damn it. I'd have to. The Harbin would have to do it. And the Brisbane. Just real quick. So that you're aware. Where is it? It's the gun mount. Oh, here it is. Do you see at the very bottom of the ship? About there. Well, okay. Alba is right in front of it. See that? That, on this particular ship, is the Citadel. See that missing section? Yeah, there's another section right there. That's the Citadel on this ship. If anyone can hit that, that is a critical hit on the ship. It'll take like a quarter to a half of my health down. Exactly, yeah. At least on this ship anyway. So here or here, and the same as on the other side, here or here. Anywhere in the middle here, this side plating, not so much. Right there, 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 and there. It's different on each ship too. Say we bring out the Harmon, for example. Notice the plating is very different. The Citadel armor on this one is actually far more prominent. All the way along the side, but just on the waterline. A lot easier, certainly. If we bring that back, you'll notice it's just under the waterline. So if a stray shell can hit it just below the water, that's deadly. Any submarine that fires a torpedo right there, deadly. Oh, good. Alright, we're on our way with that. Looks like we've got some equipment we need to redo. Very good. Alright, let's see if the Harbin can help us out. We are still trying to get the Japanese cruiser Yamato. No, the battleship Yamato, which means we need to use Japanese battleships. For this, we're just going to see if we can get at least a win. It's been a long time since I've had an entire series of losses like this. Don't think so. No idea. All I know is that I haven't done an asymmetric battle in a very long time because I've only just brought these back in. I figured trying them would be a good idea, but it seems like it's a bad idea. what? The what? Possibly. Don't know. What I do know is that I'm now going to be escorting my colleague, the Zaitan, here.
If you don't trust your own judgment, you don't belong in the command chair.
This is Riker. May luck be on our side.
So hopefully having Riker on side will help us out. Suggest this. That's fair enough. It's my affirmative.
Listen real quick. Riker here. Message received.
Alright, here we go. Let's see if this works this time. It's way too fast. Come on. Down. That's fine. Woof. Down. They're doing much better this time around, but gotta stay vigilant, because they're all a lot closer now. Oh, crap. For the moment.
Stand down, red alert.
Warship disabled.
Good.
Keep a sharp eye.
Different ship does in fact make the difference, and a coherent plan with active participants. I wouldn't call us a team, but close enough. The illusion of a team does help.
Precision
apart.
defense. I don't want anything getting through.
Ah. That is not good enough. That is not good enough. Still went a hell of a lot faster, though. Here we go. Who brings the Mets to these things? The Mets is a experimental ship. It starts the battle with half HP. The reason it starts with half HP is because the less HP it has, the more damage it can deal.
If you don't trust your own judgment, you don't
And
belong
of course,
in the command
I'm
chair.
with it.
This is Riker. May luck be on our side.
I mean, he is a pretty great guy. It is possible that a Riker motivational speech would be helpful.
Visual contact on screen. Enemy attack craft spotted.
Ah, crap. Come on. Ah, crap. Come on. Are you all kidding me? Of course the Mets is here to help back me up.
Preventing plasma. Stations offline. More containment in place. That's a big ship. Looks like we're ready for flight. Torpedoes incoming behind.
Are you kidding me? That's it. That's the point. Oh, at least one of those hit. Heck yes. Oh, for the love of Pete. Ah, one of those was a victory at last. Sure, I died, but apparently one of those fights turned into a victory after I left. One last asymmetric to see if I can survive to the end, and if not, I'll fling myself into the other battles that let me respawn after dying. It seems to be what I need. Not ideal, but if it can get me extra points, that's all I want. Seriously? It's another Mets. It starts with half HP. Remember? We were just talking about this in the last fight. Yep. And we're on the same map, too.
If you don't trust your own judgment, you don't belong in the command chair.
No, the bonus that they have is the less HP they have, the more damage they can do.
One question. What would Picard do?
But because of that low HP, they have a much bigger chance of getting destroyed in 2 shots. Meaning they're going to look after themselves. I am having nothing to do with that. Nothing. They're going to stay away from the battle while I take the brunt of it again. The worst part is, the more that they heal, the less damage they do. So if they heal up at all, they start being less effective. Pretty much, they'll wait until they can get their health back up to full, be very little effect, and then die. It's not a great choice, especially in an asymmetric battle, where we've got 12 enemies. So I'm going to go in behind him. I do not care for him. I'm using him as a shield. No, he hasn't. Seems like there's a different Mets. Yes. It's cool dust. Great. Where did he go?
Stand down, red alert. We've lost phasers. Switch to torpedoes.
if we're lucky, these might hit. And out we go. Looks like we're only good for sinking. Of course I can't use that ship. Really? This is the one where you fight, you die, you fight again. Yeah. If I was in the mood for it, absolutely. If I was in the mood for it, absolutely. I haven't survived a single fight yet. At least none from the usual things. If I go into co-op and win, like that's just a given.
Action stations. Good luck and face these. What rotten luck. Boy, thunder. Neptune's beard. Standing by for instructions. Over. White limit squared. White limit
Swearing
squared.
at him. Everyone's swearing now. Excellent.
Son of a gun! Enemy force Titan on the horizon.
Because they are.
Enemy battleship sighted.
Jesus. Why would you? That wasn't a torpedo. That was a well-placed shell. Remember what I told you about Citadel hits? That shit can sink you in an instant. Especially at this level. Yep. Because PvP, and this is PvP by the way. Hate, absolutely hate with a passion. Keep going because the usual PvP is a load of bollocks. This, at least I can bounce back and try again. still bullshit though, as you can tell.
Problem solved, sir.
Seriously? Unbelievable. He's camping our spawn point. It's no wonder we're having trouble. I can't even get my torpedoes up. I have 50 seconds before my torpedoes can load. Because that's the kind of ship he's got. The Napoli. By the other Napoli. Oh, come on, mate. That's what you get. Stop trying to muscle in. Absolutely none of these are going to hit. Yep. Luckily, we managed to take the points, so as long as we can keep them, we've won this. Of course, look at the top. But also, over there. See that red? That's them taking the point. We need to get back in there and push them out. Same deal with the A's. As you can see, one of ours is over there, but they ain't going to be there for long. But we managed to get all the points we needed. It's alright. It ain't good, but it's alright. I survived. That's as good as it's gonna get. Exactly. Like You have no choice but to survive. To think of it.
General quarters.
See if that helps anything.
Good luck and fair seas. Let's give them a hard time. Standing by for instructions.
Very nice. Okay, so we've actually got active people. Provide cover for me. What? Nah.
All stations, proceed to capture that area. Affirmative.
Thank you, Wang. At the very least, we've got someone that's active. I'm okay with that.
Enemy force detected.
Very good. Okay, I need to get active.
Enemy cruiser sighted. Battleship detected.
At least we spotted them, so that's good. Damn it, 15 seconds until I can use these. I didn't hear you, what? Restart. Restart. Minute 50. No. Do you see down there? That timer restarts every time you die. So, when they're camping us, I can't use proper countermeasures. Minute and 50 seconds. 2 full minutes before I can use any
Enemy
torpedoes.
cruiser sighted. Enemy battleship sighted. Enemy cruiser sighted. Enemy battleship sighted.
Get underwater.
Enemy cruiser sighted. Problem solved, sir. Enemy battleship detected. torpedoes direct front.
Be fine. He, however, will not be. Damn it! I hit him 3 times and he didn't sink. The guy over there managed to hit him. No, it wasn't, apparently. Damn it. Good for us, but damn it.
Enemy battleship detected.
Hunting.
Enemy cruiser detected.
It's like hunting. Have the right artillery and you can get bag anything. Got it. Technically it is, I suppose. There is a movie called The Hunt for Red October. Red October being a very famous submarine. Bollocks to you.
Fire alarm.
And it was, yes.
Battleship sighted. Problem solved, sir.
Perfect. Here we go.
Torpedoes
No.
dead ahead.
Another 2 minutes.
Enemy cruiser detected. Battle ends in 5 minutes. Enemy battleship detected. Critical engine damage.
Finally. One.
Enemy cruiser founded. Problem solved, sir. Enemy cruiser sighted. Fire alarm.
Still trying to get my revenge. Everyone's alright? Okay, because they're like all balled up and stuff, like you're stressed. Alright. It's not. Again, this is PvP. This is not my fun time, no. Where are you? There you are. Alright, this is here. Not a bad lineup. Hopefully we can do something about it.
Action stations! Let's give them a hard time! Standing by for instructions. Over. Enemy force detected.
It's very
Enemy
fresh.
battleship sighted.
You don't gotta put a dent in it. Yeah, we gotta earn that.
Enemy cruiser detected. Main turret critically damaged. Problem solved, sir. Enemy battleship sighted.
Stop hiding, you prick. Oh yeah. Turret range of 15.8. Get me closer.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
It's really weird that they've stopped moving. There we go, looks like they're on the way now. What happens? Come on. Go down, you giant.
Enemy destroyer sighted. Enemy battleship detected.
I suppose to quote a Great Australia film, I live, I die, I live again. Sorry, I should probably quote that properly. But I won't. For me, the Brisbane actually loads their torps way faster.
Critical engine damage. Torpedo tubes destroyed. Problem solved, sir. Main turret critically damaged.
So,
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
not really. I'm gonna start right in the middle of the enemy formation. Go right ahead. So with my luck, that's exactly what would happen. A random spawn would be right next to a battleship.
Torpedoes disarmed. Enemy battleship sighted. The enemy is about to win. Enemy destroyer detected. Enemy cruiser detected.
Makes sense that not a single one would work. isn't. I hit something, apparently. It wasn't my target.
Enemy battleship sighted. Enemy cruiser sighted.
I'm noticing that. Last one of the night. So why did that change? Back to cinematic. Okay, sure.
Action stations. Good luck and fair seas. Awaiting instructions. Enemy force detected. Received. I'm on it.
Seems like that's where they're headed. Any direction is better than no direction. Do not care.
Critical engine damage.
Jesus.
Problem solved.
Now why can't my shells do that? It's a ship. Massive battleship. It's a destroyer. Cruiser. Cruiser is not a battleship. Other way round. battleship is out there with the firepower. If I got close enough with all my torpedoes, yes. As I'm not close enough, no. Group hug, apparently.
Our victory's in sight.
Must be an enemy there.
Fire alarm!
I feel like I've hit more than 44 times, but alright.
Союзники, сфокусировать огонь на цели. Torpedoes direct front. Torpedoes to port. Отличный бой. Battle ends in 5 minutes. Enemy destroyer.
I hope so. Come on now. You really want this, huh? Alright then. How about you, jackanape? big difference between a battleship and a cruiser is the size of their munitions. Think the difference between, say, a shell the size of our cat and a shell the size of a Honda. That's the difference. I'm throwing cats, they're throwing cars. I don't have a ship that can throw Hondas at this level. Either way, we're done for the night. Usual offerings. More signals is always boring to open. Yeah. More coal, we always know what's inside of more coal. Even a duplicate. Blech. Doesn't help anything. Well, overall, that was a disappointing night. Hopefully we get a much better offering next week as we continue our fight to find the Yamato. Oh, I do have a Honda thrower. Doesn't matter. Yeah, doesn't matter. We're out for the evening. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. This has been the Golden Microphone channel featuring yours truly, Golden Microphone, and my wife commentating, though absolutely not a robot. Hopefully we'll have ourselves some better luck throughout the week and on next weekend, 10 PM Australian Standard Time on Sunday. Join us on Friday for Fallout, 10 PM Australian Standard Time through to 1 AM. Hopefully we can actually get some story time done. And I think during the week I'll do a little bit of maintenance as well, so we'll see. Saturday? Well, I still got to chat with Necro and Gaia about what we're going to do, whether we're going to do more jump ship or if we're going to probably get a new game, maybe Deep Rock Galactic? We'll see. Alright, see y'all later, have a great weekend, what's left of it for you anyway, and don't let work get to you. Don't let work, school, or whatever get to you. Alright? You're better than that. Have a good one.